Hey guys, and welcome back to Planet Cryos. It's time for my last biggest upgrade for my personal PC, and I want to give you a little show and tell. Alright guys, so what I have for you is a hardware upgrade that I'm pretty excited about. As you know, I do video editing, hence this, but one component in my PC is lagging in everything that I do with video editing a little bit. It's not that I'm not able to do it, I am, but this next big step up from what I currently have is really going to take it the next tier up. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to the EVGA 3070 Ti. This is the NVIDIA, and yeah, I'm excited about this. So we're going to this from my current 1060 model. So this is 3 generations newer, and this is going to hopefully soar to the heights that I want it to. Now, they do make the 1080, or excuse me, the 380, the 380 Ti, and the 390. But I went with the 1070 Ti not because I didn't want any of the other ones, but because they were a ton more money. So I think going from the 1060 to the 3070 Ti is a huge jump in itself, and it was in the price range that I was willing to pay at the time of this pandemic and the chip shortage. So not that I really wanted to pay that much, really, but you know, jumping just to a 3080 was about $400 to $500 more than even just this. 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Once you jump up to like the 3080, I think you might get like 11 gigabytes. But this has got 8, and my old one has 6. This one also, from my understanding, has basically the same cooler as the 3080 does, but with the power consumption being lower, it's actually going to cool and stay cooler easier with this. It is a 3-fan, not a 2-fan, so we're going from a 2-fan to a 3-fan. And what else can I say about this? On the older one, I have about 1,200-ish CUDA cores, and we're going from 1,200 of those up to 6,100 and something. So, but the difference between the 3070 and the 3070 Ti isn't much. It's only about 200 or 300 CUDA cores. Yeah. So this also has what's called the, when I was talking about the VRAM of being 8 gigs, this has the GDDR 6X. So the X standing for basically just faster RAM. That's VRAM. That's all it means. If it didn't have the X, just slightly slower, but it's not a big deal. Now, the other thing that this will have to have is a secondary 8-pin cable going to it. So I do have to do a little bit of cabling in my computer. The current one that's in there right now, I'm hoping can stay, but well, it's going to stay, but I have to, I don't know if I'm going to have to lengthen it a little bit, pull it out a little more, but I may end up having to redo a lot of the wiring anyway and cable management, just because I have to add a second one. So this has got 2 8-pin power connectors that this will consume. I do not know the power consumption of the 1060. I would imagine, I don't even want to imagine. I'm not going to guess on that. I really don't know what it is. I know this one will go all the way up to about 290 watts of power, versus the regular 1070 only does about 220 watts. So my power supply, this is actually rated for and recommended to have a 750 watt power supply or greater. I have an 850 currently, so I have plenty of juice for this this guy. And honestly, I'm probably not even going to come close to that. The closest I probably come to that is when I'm actually rendering a video. And possibly if I scrub the video a little bit, you know, I'm dragging it across. But I can't imagine it when I'm just doing regular tasks. And I don't game, so this is just strictly for video editing. So I guess the next step is to take this out of the box, and let's enjoy that. Alright, as we can see, this box is pretty much undamaged. It has 2 sealed EVGA stickers or pieces of tape still over this. This was supposed to be new. I bought this off of Amazon. Upside down. Okay, it comes in a packaging like so. There we go. We do have some documentation back here. Ooh. So there we go. Very nice. And we have our 4 or 3 ports that are display ports, and you have one. Excuse me here. You have 3 that are display ports, and on the end right there, that's the HDMI. I guess the only other thing to do is just to rip these off. Right? We got this piece on the back here because this piece has to come off for these port holes so it can breathe a lot easier. This EVGA right here, when it's in, should light up. There's a couple things I wanted to mention here. One, between the 2 graphics cards, the weight difference isn't really significant. It's a little bit heavier. It's slightly longer, by maybe ½ inch to 1 inch longer. It's not much. I'll give you the comparison right here. Here's my old card. And I'm going to try to do this sort of gingerly here. And you definitely can't see it down there. So we got the new card on the bottom and the old card on the top. So you can kind of make out on towards me here the difference in length. The height difference is exactly the same, and so is the width. It takes up 2 slots in the back of the computer. So with that being said, I went ahead and purchased just a cheap stand or support for underneath the graphics card, just for over time, so it does help. I mean, my motherboard does have a PCI Express support metal bracket over it, so that helps with sag over time. But I want to go ahead and put this on. It was $7 or $8 on Amazon. I'll put the link to this. This will just go underneath the support, and you can mount it with the 3 screws. So this does take up 3 spots. So it's an additional spot to where your graphics card does sit. And then it comes with a bag full of a couple of screws, longer screws that are meant for in here. And it also comes with a couple of mounting rubber blocks, so you can put it right underneath the, what do you call it? The graphics card. So that'll help support it, so over time it doesn't sag if it's ever going to. So as you just saw, there was a bunch more of those, not stickers, but protective plastic that were covering a few things, like the fan, and you know, you saw me take one off the back of here, and then one here, and one on the top here. Now, It's not going to affect this thermally wise. It's still going to cool and everything's going to function the same. It's just aesthetically over time, those might, by the heat, it might start. You might start to see little wrinkles or bubbles in it or something. So it'll just look a lot nicer. Plus, it's not meant to stay on there anyway. I'm going to give you some pointers throughout this because I am doing a few things that would I would like to know too if it's my first time putting these in. Again, working with the motherboard or the whole entire computer on its side is a lot easier. Gravity helps you. If you just saw, there was a little bit of a sag in there because I don't have any of the screws in there yet to hold it. This takes two to hold and secure it in, but without the screws it wants to sag, so you actually have to lift it up in order to get this level, and then you can tighten up the screw. So in addition, I think I'm wrong on that. This does take up 3 slots, but it takes up, so you put in the top screw for the, it looks like you put in the top screw for the GPU, and then you use 3 below that. So you use the next one down for the GPU. So the top of this is going through this into the GPU and into the case. Then the next 2, so you're going to be missing, you're going to occupy 2 more slots with this. Now that doesn't say you can't put anything in those slots. You just have to take this back off, put in your Wi-Fi card or whatever other adapters or USB or whatever you got for a PCI adapter card, and then put this back on. So I just wanted to point that out. So I got to remove 1 more screw, and it appears that we're not going to be reusing these because these thumb screws that are actually kind of nice won't make it through. Okay, these, see if it can focus here. Focus. Okay, so those thumb screws, those are meant to go in all the PCI Express slots, expansion slots. So they are not long enough for this card. So when you put it through, it doesn't really make it out the other side, but maybe a thread. So it comes with that bag of screws. They're not thumb screws, but you can use either a Phillips, or it looks like maybe a 5 to 7 millimeter nut driver. And it also appears that we have 2 different size blocks, one short, one tall. And I'm assuming, kind of guessing, you get to decide. We're going to find that out too. So I'm not quite sure. I think it just kind of sits. So if you were looking at it, it's just going to sit on it like that. Or it would be a small one. And these are fully adjustable. You can put them wherever you want. So we'll see which one we're going to use once we sort of get it in here and look. Actually, I might be able to use the short one. So I think this is an option of where you can have it lower or higher, but I think it might be able to use the short one and move everything up so it all aligns. It's kind of hard to tell. This is the first time me doing this, so let's take this back out. Not the graphics card, we're going to leave that in. And then put this, the small ones on it. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. I think I'd like it better with the taller one on it. Gonna lightly put it in there. And we're gonna put on our tall rubber over it. That's a holder. Now, I'm not sure if they would I don't think it should be all the way out. I don't think there's a sense in that, but I think maybe this won't hit the fan either, but I think we could go right in between the second fan and the last fan. There's kind of a larger gap right here, or larger surface area underneath where the two fans meet, because the fans aren't square, their holes aren't square. I think that might suffice. And then what you're going to want to do is just lift up on the card or up on the things ever so slightly, and give those a cinch down. All right, so this is a pretty good view right here of the bracket, and you can see where the I put the rubber stop right there, holding up the graphics card. It doesn't have a lot of pressure on it, but I feel that because the thickness of these plates back here, or these covers for the expansion slots, it's allowing it to stick out just that 1/16 of an inch that I feel that you could use, because I just feel like this is ready to pop out. I mean, maybe it's not, but it's just, I guess it's okay. I guess I'm just complaining a little too much. But you do have to cinch down on these a little bit, but not too much, because, you know, they're not super thick. Alright, so we have it all installed. I had to run the cables. I apologize that I could not show me running those. My microphone actually, battery was fully discharged, so I had to charge that up a little bit just to get by to finish this. But that is my work, and we have our two cables coming in. Now, I want to let you know, both of these cables have the option, you can actually use just one of these cables, because this has two ports, right? Two 8-pin power connectors that it requires. And one of these cables physically can supply for two of these, because you got 2-pin here, and then here's your 4-pin, or here's your 6-pin, and here's your 2-pin to create another 8-pin. However, when you're pulling full wattage out of these are really only rated for, I think, like 100 amps. So it's a good idea to just run two cables separately. I mean, I would probably get away with that, and maybe I stand corrected on some of that. But anyway, let's power this thing on. Let's see. This logo right here should illuminate. There we go. So far, so good. Oh, there we go. There's the PK. Alright guys, so that is all I have for you. As you can see, it is fully installed. Everything works pretty good. However, it does have the wrong driver, so I have to go ahead and get that driver. And I will show that in a different video, and that involves doing a screenshot and such like that. But if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the content. Subscribe, definitely subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. I got quite a few more videos I have planned when the time permits. And go ahead and leave a comment down below, not only if you wish, but if you just have a question or just want to say a nice video or whatever you might have. And but until next time, guys, take care.